Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Friday, November 23rd, 2018, and today on Black Friday, where people get killed for a big screen TV, we have Samsung. Sad story. Samsung finally admitting that since 1984, because this goes really far back, they're saying they're sorry for not handling correctly the toxic work environment of workers that become sick and died due to just bad conditions and lots of toxic fumes and all you want in the production of its computer chips and liquid crystal facilities. And they've come to a settlement that goes back to 1984, and for a long time, well, they knew that people were getting sick working in their factories and not doing anything about it. So really sad to see companies that act like this. Fortunately, Samsung is not the only one. There are so many other companies. I can just imagine all our electronic gadgets, how some people get sick and probably have really bad work conditions to bring us our stuff that we love so much. Huawei, of course, is banned from the US government, and now the US is pressuring its allies, including Canada and the UK, into, hey, just don't use any Huawei devices of any kind. Make sure that you don't use that. And of course, this all comes in the fact that allegations of, spying and all sorts of, things, a lot of them unproven, but it's now going after Huawei, and we'll see where that brings. Interesting. A report says that artificial intelligence will actually help a lot in the medical fields, and that it's promised to help treat or cure more than 7,000 rare diseases around the world is looking really good, and that apparently the artificial intelligence used might be actually pretty good for this field particularly. So like everything, we got to take it as it goes, because there's lots of promises with many technologies that end up to just being really nothing special. The United States Postal Service. When I talk about how many companies just are careless about our security, about our data, well, we learned that the United States Postal Service took 1 year to fix a security flaw that it knew existed and exposed personal information of more than 60 million of its users, which is totally crazy. And of course, this is inexcusable. And that's why I think really huge fines should be given to companies that actually act like that. Well, this is the International Space Station. Yes, state-of-the-art space station with 3.5-inch floppy disks. Actually, they are being phased out pretty much, but there's still some of them hanging there. And of course, it shows that the space station having or being up there more than 20 years now is showing its age, because at the start, a lot of the systems were actually working on floppy disks. So yeah, 3.5-inch floppies in space. Gmail's encrypted emails are being pressured apparently by many governments and law enforcement. By a lot of them say, well, it's not fair that you actually encrypt all the emails of everybody. It'd be nice if you just send them plain text like there used to be. Of course, Google says nope. We are going to keep encryption and even make encryption even better as time goes by with emails, and anybody using Gmail from end to end will enjoy the best email encryption possible to make sure that the governments and others cannot snoop, which is kind of a funny thing when you think about it, because if you just think about the fact that Gmail apparently snoops on the emails to post ads, but anyways, that's another story. A report actually coming out from a security labs says that businesses underestimate the importance of software updates to keep secure, and that often because of some incompatibility, some unknown effect of a new update, and of course time off that might be needed because of the update, Often they don't update, but that's where they are the most vulnerable and actually get caught by malware. And that companies should not underestimate this importance, because the employee's importance number one, the software updates, is the number two on the list of security. Well, cracked screens is something that happens to a lot of us. And of course, dropping your phone, picking it up, your heart is racing, thinking, oh, my phone is broken. And well, if you see your cracked screen, it's always sad. Well, how much money did the US spend last year on cracked screens repair? Well, a whopping $3.4 billion, says a report. That means a lot of people get their phones broken at some point. Well, facial recognition. Of course, China is number one in using facial recognition for all sorts of security aspects, tracking its citizens, giving fines to those that break the rules. But it's funny because this week it was shown that a bus that was passing by, and it has an ad on the side with a picture of a woman. Well, it tried to find that woman because it mistakenly mistakes it for a jaywalker because the bus is in the middle of the street. And that's kind of the funny aspects of sometimes the facial recognition and AI behind it is not perfect. And this was a Tech News Update for Friday, November the 23rd, 2018. You enjoy our videos? Please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.